Welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network. This is the Black and Blue Show, episode number 6. We have almost a full squad today, almost there. And we're trying to get more consistent. But today we're talking about what happened. Backlash, John Cena, Randy Orton, big match. But just before we get onto that kind of stuff, there was another event on UFC 315, I think it was?
315, yeah.
315. JDM against Bilal. Did you see that coming?
Yeah.
I think everyone wanted it to happen deep down, honestly. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
When I rewatched it, because I fell asleep, didn't really watch the fight.
You did it me?
Yeah, basically, I did it you. And it was like, I thought Bilal didn't do any takedowns, nothing, but it turned out that JDM actually is a really had a good fight. He had a really good fight. He did really well.
He was just defensive.
He defended like 9 takedowns.
Bilal wanted to go on the attack. He was able to defend. Even though he did get taken down and stuff, but he was just able to defend what was coming his way, you know?
Yeah.
Bilal was trying to prove a point, and it just didn't work.
No, exactly.
Of course.
Like, most exciting fight he's ever had.
Yeah.
You got the shit behind
100%.
you for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like when people say he didn't like take him down.
He tried.
He tried. He couldn't do it. That's the thing. Well, he did a couple of times, but like, you know, he wasn't as effective
Lloyd, camera
as
change.
it could have been. You know what I mean? So
Sorry for the interruption.
no, it's all good, bro.
I will tell you, this makes Leon Edwards look awful.
Yeah, it does.
Actually makes him look
Because
awful.
after that, I went back thinking, bro, if JDM fought Leon, Leon's dying, bro. Like
That was meant to, it was meant to happen.
literally, he's gonna get head kick shot, like headshot himself, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
So let's get a breakdown of the fight for the unknowing people.
Yeah.
Take us through it.
Well, I think start with the fight. I think from almost round 1 to round 5, most of it, JDM was kind of like
Controlling
most of the fight.
Offense,
like Bilal would try push forward and be like, you know, assertive, but JDM would just shoot back right away.
Yeah.
So like Bilal has no like, he has to stop. He can't.
He was
take
just
the hits.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
JDM was amazing off his back foot that fight.
Yeah, I think so.
Like off the cage, he was
100%.
throwing combinations.
He was
His
really good.
boxing looked really good.
Yeah, 100%. I think even just getting up when he did get taken down, he got up quite easily. Bilal didn't do anything on the ground to him.
Yeah.
A few hammer fists.
Yeah,
that was
a couple.
Really it.
Because that was everyone was talking about. It's like, if Bilal is going to win this, it's going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
Because Jack hasn't really been there. And Bilal is like,
Yeah,
look
like,
at me.
been
Anyway,
there
he
and all
tried
that.
the Canelo hand
The Canelo
round,
hand.
and it didn't really turn out as he wanted it to.
But I will say he's improved on the feet. He
Yeah.
definitely has improved.
I don't even think he's a bad fighter, to be honest. I just feel like there's like a whole...
Yeah. I think part
agenda
of
on
it
his
is like
personality.
what Liam said. I think a part of it is like his ego kind of cost him the fight a bit, I think.
Yeah.
In the first round, I
Actually.
was like, because in my mind, I was thinking Bilal UD. I was thinking like 10 shots in the first round, like kind of a Marab kind of game plan,
Yeah.
like he did to Leon Edwards. You know, he did strike with him, but his striking was to get him to the ground. But he was trying to strike with JDM to like hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stupid.
exactly.
Which didn't go to
Stop
plan.
it,
Like,
what?
that guy is undefeated in the UFC.
Right,
There's a reason
exactly.
for it.
And a reason for it now. Like,
Yeah.
it's proved that, like, even with 2 losses, goes undefeated in the UFC,
Exactly.
comes off a big injury, comes back.
Because he broke his arm against Gilbert Burns. In the
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and
Snap
and
broke
finished
his
him.
He broke his
Clean.
arm and also knocked out Gilbert
Yeah.
Burns with a broken arm,
Jesus
which is kind of
Christ.
nuts.
And Bilal took this Gilbert Burns, who had a dislocated shoulder, to a decision.
Yeah, exactly. But did you see
This
Bilal's...
guy's a joke.
Yeah, the Aussie fighters are different, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Tom, did you see Bilal's face after the fight?
I've not seen it.
Oh
he's got
my
a
days.
Whole
Yeah, his
His
whole
lips
lip
hanging off.
Lips split in half.
I'll show you. And he's got a cut around here. He got a knee in the face. A cut just like leaking.
Show him the thing Dana White posted.
Jack just looked
Which
clean, man. Like,
It was on
it
his
just
story.
a clean fight. Like,
Would you say the card was completely overperformed from what I
Yes,
expected?
it looked
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah,
The card looked so
I
bad.
just honestly, like, the JDM fight didn't surprise me that much. Like, I just think, like, when you see Bilal in the card, you just say, yeah. It just wasn't really...
Oh, his lip.
Yeah.
Oh,
His lips
don't
split.
put that on screen.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro, it's bad.
Oh no.
I guess
bad
you could
cut.
say Bilal remembered the pain.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
He's gonna remember
Yeah,
it for
for
a while,
sure.
waking up in the mirror with scar on his lip, man.
Legit.
He's,
And
he's
then
been given a cleft lip. So
in the
big.
other title fight, we had Shevchenko against Fioro.
Okay.
You want to take us down through that one?
I'm
Liam?
disappointed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wanted Fioro to win.
I thought she would.
I thought she would as well.
She
yeah.
looked so good in her last fight.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. She looked a bit flat. It was
Yeah.
still a close fight, but it was kind of, you knew Shevchenko was winning when the final bell.
Yeah.
I
it
just
was-
think it's daunting to get in the ring with her.
I think it's one of those where,
she's
like,
a hell of a fighter.
the challengers doesn't do enough.
Yeah.
You know, like one of those. And I'm a big believer of, like, even in title fights, I think if the challenger, like, is trying to win by, like, you know, take down and not doing anything, I don't think that's good enough. You've not
Yeah.
proven enough to, like, you're just holding him down, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not hurting him. You're just holding him in place.
But it's like,
I don't think it warrants something. It's like what Alex Pereira said after the Ankalaev fight.
Mm-hmm.
He took Pereira down, yeah, but did he do anything on the ground to Pereira? No, not really.
Well, he did rock Pereira enough.
He did,
Yeah.
but that was on the feet. That's different. One time on the ground
Yeah.
part, like he didn't do anything.
It's weird because like Shevchenko drew to Grasso twice.
Grasso.
Yeah.
Then beat because Grasso was on the card. She looked awful.
Yeah, she got beat by Natalia
after
Silva.
a title fight, fought again and just lost.
Like
She, like didn't look
3-0
like the same
loss.
fighter now.
No,
Yeah.
Silva
Who else
versus
was on that fight?
Shevchenko is a good fight though.
What
I
do
do
you guys
think
think of
so.
Aldo's loss?
But I saw it coming, but it was very controversial. Like
So-
He
the
shouldn't
way it
have
happened.
lost. I don't
Yeah,
think
he shouldn't have
Bro,
lost.
did you see he had him like he soccer kicked him and like in round 3 and he just
Are you from England?
no, it's called a soccer kick.
It's called a soccer kick.
Yeah.
Cool, I was just double checking. Oh, I'll shut up.
I thought he said sucker kick. To be fair.
No.
I heard soccer.
He
Yeah.
dropped him, then
What, kicked him on the
he
floor.
was getting
yeah, he
up.
got
He had-
kneed in the fucking head.
Yeah, then he
no?
got like he's like. Did you watch Gunther versus Pat McAfee? You know what?
Yeah.
Pat
Yeah,
McAfee
yeah,
finished?
yeah.
He just
Yeah.
done that.
Yeah.
But then it didn't knock him out. Yeah.
Boom.
Oh my god.
But no, I think like I don't know if it affected the fact that Zahabi was Canadian and they were in Canada. And but sometimes the judges of UFC blow my mind. I just don't understand what they watch. If they're watching the same fight or they're watching another stream
I
or
scored
something.
it 2-1 to Aldo.
Wow.
Sorry?
2-1 Aldo. That's how I
Yeah,
scored it.
that's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
2-1 Aldo.
And it's a shame that he's called his retirement after that
I
happening.
don't
Like him
know if he's
losing a fight.
retired.
That,
Yeah.
He's done it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
How long
now
has he been a
he
fighter?
He's what,
is
38?
old,
He's like
man.
38.
39,
He's almost
38,
40,
yeah.
bro.
He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Just
20,
knocked
20
out a
years
few times.
career.
Yeah.
His brain is
Bro, it's probably
not
his
good.
head is like fucking, his brain's mushy now.
Yeah.
It's like the UFC gave him awful matchups.
Yeah.
He's coming back. Sure, you give him like Dominic Cruz, Henry Cejudo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But I
Not-
mean, like, he's still getting beaten by people that you're saying is not good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The matchups, he shouldn't even be in the rankings. He should be having fun on.
It should be like
fights.
interesting
Yeah,
fights. Like,
that's-
oh, like we
Like,
wish
you know
to
what
see
they were
Like
doing
someone
with-
new coming up.
Yeah.
You know what
fight
they were
Aldo,
doing
it's
with
like-
Robbie Lawler when he was in the armory? They were giving him like
Yeah.
little fun fights. They should
True.
have done with Aldo. They were treating him like a contender. He wasn't going to win the bantamweight belt. Like
No, that's true. That's fact.
he already got Marabbed.
But maybe that's what he wanted. You know what I mean? Maybe that's he wanted.
Maybe
like,
that's
to
why he
try to
came
build
back. He
himself up.
wanted to just come back and see
Yeah.
what he could do.
They had no retirement package ready for him either. They gave Anthony Smith like a whole movie.
Yeah, that's true.
They gave
And
Carlo Esparza a whole movie.
What do you mean by that?
He retired, and it was like, okay, cool, thanks for your career. Anthony Smith retired a couple weeks ago. They had like a whole highlight package of his
the
career
documentary and shit.
on a
Oh, yeah.
fight night. It
Kind
wasn't a
of thing.
pay per view.
Yeah, fight
It
night.
was
as well.
like a ceremony, like
Yeah.
say like thank
Yeah.
you kind of thing.
They gave nothing to Aldo.
Nope.
No.
Why?
Ex-champion, by the way.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
Yeah, I know who Aldo. Like,
They were-
I know
It's
who Aldo
crazy,
is.
and it's just crazy.
their
right?
excuse was like he didn't say he was going to retire, but you know he's 38. He can retire any fight now.
Yeah.
Surely, also like that's in the works.
But probably
Long
they'll
time.
Yeah.
they'll do something
Yeah,
for
he
him, like
thinks
enter him
about
in the
it
Hall of
definitely
Fame.
before he
Like
says
Izzy
it.
got.
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he is.
You're saying Dana White doesn't know Aldo's going to retire?
No.
That's what allegedly was.
Yeah, like come on.
Surely he
I
did.
don't know how they had nothing prepped.
Because I'm sure there's something in the contract where you probably can't retire
Yeah, you
without
can't
clearing
retire
it first.
like
Yeah, but-
live on TV.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
saying
you know.
something.
Unless he has, and I bet he's getting a big fine for that if he has.
Oh,
but
for sure.
It's probably if he has, then maybe it's like like fuck you didn't do anything
Yeah.
for me, like kind of thing.
Just called it.
But the main thing about what happened at UFC is the result of the main event. What that kind of means for the dynamics of
Yeah,
everything.
everything's kind of unfolded.
And
last
yesterday,
night for
our
us.
favorite bald-headed man had a live stream, and he announced some absolute
Yeah, we were in chat reacting
bangers.
live.
Yeah, we were
Bro,
all.
absolute bangers that he released. So we have Islam Makhachev. I think this is the biggest thing about it all. Actually, is Islam is no longer a champion as we speak.
Yeah.
I thought he was going for double champ state. I thought that was
I
the whole
thought-
point. No,
No,
Dana said he didn't want to do it
no,
anymore.
they don't allow it anymore
Yeah.
because I think there's too many inactive
So
champs.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, although we have Hamzat versus DDP.
But yeah, so we have
We have-
Islam that's relinquishing his lightweight title,
okay.
and to fight for is it the interim one though, right?
no, that
It's
No,
straight-
it's
straight
no,
up for
that's
the-
just
Giving
yeah,
straight
it
up.
up.
straight up
He's
for it.
moving up.
It's Ilya Topuria moving up
Mhm.
and fighting against Charles Oliveira.
It's a good
And I love
fight.
what Ilya posted.
Same.
You see what Ilya
Right.
posted?
Right.
Ilya went and said an apology already
Yeah,
to
he
Charles.
starts
Said, I'm sorry, I'm just
apologizing.
achieving my dreams, and on that night I'm gonna do it. I
Yeah.
apologize in advance to you.
That's gonna be a
That's
good
insane.
fight.
Ilya's cold,
He
honestly.
is.
He's so
He's
cold.
cold, but you see, he changed his nickname back on Instagram.
Yeah,
From El Matador, he changed it to La Leyenda.
But he
And
changed
then
it back
moved
to
back to El Matador now.
because he's like, the fans didn't like it.
No.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't
d-
think it's stuck really well.
I don't think you can give yourself a nickname.
Yeah.
No, exactly. You can't. Like, it needs to be kind of given to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one
Yeah.
of those kids at school saying, "Oh, my nickname to be this," and everyone goes, "Fuck
Yeah.
off."
Yeah, we're calling you
Yeah,
this
calling
now.
you this
Exactly.
instead.
So then we have because JDM beat Bilal, he's a champion. Bilal was training partners, has the same manager as Islam. That's why they didn't want to fight and all
Okay.
this. But now it's JDM that's the champ. Islam moving up to fight JDM for the title.
Islam was low key praying for Bilal's downfall.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
100%.
But he said, Inshallah.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
But Islam's funny like that, bro. Islam is just no filter. He's like,
Yeah,
whatever.
He means
like
it, man. He wants to come.
whatever he says is what he feels.
He
and
was
thinks.
definitely in like, but he's definitely told Bilal before the fight, you are Canelo.
Bro, for real. He's like, don't need to take down, brother.
Canelo
Just-
hands.
There's attack.
No check grappling.
Yeah, exactly. No grapple. But Islam against JDM, your opinions on this?
Who wins?
JDM.
I think there's a chance for that. I think because Islam is coming up to a higher weight class.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he may hit harder, but at the same time, JDM knows it because he's been in this weight class. He knows
Been
what they
here.
hit like. But Islam's coming up. He's not fought someone in a higher weight class. He's gonna hit different. And who is it said this? Joaquin Buckley, when he went up weight, he said, "Bro, when you go
Different
up weight,
game.
it's a whole different game. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they hit harder than you think."
Also, what? He's got the Craig Jones
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what
There's
Volk
a
had.
reason why there's weight classes
Yeah.
Yeah,
because if you go up a weight class, you're gonna be hit hard.
but at the same time,
100%.
if there's anyone that's gonna do it successfully, you're not gonna doubt the pound for pound number.
Yeah,
one,
like come
right,
on,
like,
like this guy's risking basically his like career,
like champion status.
leaving his championship, being like what undefeated for so long,
yeah,
to now go up in a new division, fighting someone heavier,
Yeah,
someone he's never fought before.
that's true.
And
Huge.
it's funny because it's almost like he's never fought JDM, but JDM's camp has fought Islam. So they can give him all the
Yes.
backing for this
Yeah.
fight.
Who's in JDM's camp?
Is Volk's camp.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh.
It's the same camp as Volk.
damn.
Yeah.
Are they gonna be on the same card?
Yeah, I think they're doing
Australia,
Volk
man.
versus.
They're doing Perth card together.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
That would
I'm,
be
I'm staying up for
insane.
that.
They're
one,
doing
I promise.
the- I think-
you're Perth for that one.
I think
It's
that
easier for us to watch now because
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah,
Australia
it'll be the
night time, so it'll be
earlier.
like morning for us.
I think they're running the Russia versus Australia thing.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I think it's Evloev versus
Evloev against Volk.
Volk. Yeah.
Oh, it
Ooh.
is. Yeah.
Evloev is good, bro. He's good.
Another fight that's been announced on the undercard for Ilya versus Charles Oliveira is Pantoja
Yeah,
versus
Pantoja
Paikara
against
France.
Kai Kara France.
That's a huge
And there's Manel
fight.
Kape on the same
Yeah,
card too.
Kape fighting.
And Kape wants to
what's
fight
his
Kai.
name?
Kape is against
Kape.
Brandon Royval.
Yeah, Royval.
Royval,
Yeah,
yeah.
Royval.
But that's gonna be a good fight, I think.
It's on
Royval
an
against
international
Kape.
fight week card day.
Yo, that card is really good. It has
They
to be, bro.
cooked.
International.
Pereira
You wanna
got
see the-
asked
you
if
see
he
the
wanted to
card?
be on that card.
Yeah, and he said he
Show
didn't
you
want
the
to. He
card.
wants more time to. He
Oh,
wants to train more.
Yuri
That's right.
Prochazka rejected a title fight because he has a university exam.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
You rejected a title fight because he had a uni.
Yeah, he's
exam as
re-rolled
well.
into uni. I don't know what.
Surely
he's doing.
that's extenuating circumstances.
Nah, I think so too. Surely could get.
yeah, should get an extension, surely.
So yeah, June 28th, International Fight Week. You can put this up. Lachlan and Matt, whoever edits this. Ilya Topuria against Charles Oliveira.
Lachlan.
Pantoja against Kai Kara France, co-main. Then you have Paulo Costa against Kopylov.
Yeah.
I think it'll be an interesting fight. That
Russian
I think
chaser
Costa
foot.
needs to win that. Costa
Yeah,
needs
Costa
to win
needs
that.
to win.
Dariush against Moicano.
Yeah.
That'll be a good fight. Money Moicano. Justin Tafa is gonna lose again. I feel like.
It's just like
Bro, the Tafa brothers. I don't know the last time they won. Like I've seen them fight like 5-6 times now.
the last time they won
keep
was when he
losing,
did that
bro.
crazy samurai celebration.
But I think Justin is better than Junior just by one win difference. That's the only difference. But they're both not good enough.
No.
I don't know how this Jonathan Deniz guy is. Maybe he's a new guy gonna just knock out Tafa. Like I feel like the Tafa brothers are kind of like what they call it in WWE when they just
Jobbers.
like
Yeah.
they're like jobbers now. Just get there knocked out
Yeah.
and then
Just get their money.
Yeah, people jump
Yeah.
over them.
That's fair.
Brandon Royval against Manel Kape. Good fight. Jack Ranson is
Yeah.
quite old now. He's against Gregory Rodriguez. And Vivian Araujo against Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez, what a woman. Do you think she has what it takes to be a champion? I wasn't talking about anything. Just be a champion.
Just call
Nah.
it 4K.
No?
Well, she lost to Rose, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And but do you think she would have learned from that Rose fight? I think Rose was the hardest person she's fought so far.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, she must have learned enough, like, or more. Well, we'll see in this fight whether she's done enough.
They sold the blue corner stool for like 13K for that fight.
The what? Oh, the blue corner stool?
Yeah.
No way. $13,000
Yeah. It was
for the.
bidded on the UFC website.
That's ridiculous.
That's
Some people are so
insane.
disgusting, bro.
That's
Like,
wild. That's wild.
okay, what if the guy just bought it just for the stool,
What?
guys? Like for the actual.
Just
Like,
the
it's a
funny
UFC
is like,
stool.
well, I'm the
Yeah,
biggest
of course.
UFC
It's a
fan
UFC
ever.
stool.
I just bid it on a random event.
Bro,
Gracie
yeah.
Cortez was sitting in the blue corner.
That freak is sniffing.
5 rounds.
That freak
Bro.
is sniffing it.
No, there's no way.
Spent that much money on a fucking stool.
But I don't even think it's gonna smell like any. It's gonna smell like a stool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
They probably clean
Yeah,
it.
but
as well,
it's
like-
not about what.
Yeah,
it's not about
surely.
the stool itself. It's what he's imagining the stool.
yeah, no.
Sure.
That's weird.
That is weird.
freak, man.
The worst part is he's paid 13 grand. for
30
it,
grand
too.
as well. Where's that money going to? The UFC?
I
Yeah.
don't know. You'd be better off. Just
Maybe
going,
surely it's
you'd be
gonna
better off
carry
just going to
it.
gyms and sniffing the fucking equipment then.
Let's move on from this subject. Before we touch on WWE, because I will be able to talk a lot more on that.
Yeah.
You got some boxing news.
We got a little bit of boxing. We got Misfits 21. We got Darren Till versus Darren Stewart. We went to the press conference for where it was meant to be on.
Yeah.
The fight didn't happen.
Nope.
Because I had the sniffles.
Oh yeah.
Um,
true.
I mean, both fights didn't happen.
had the sniffles and then went to Bowler League, started commentating and top his voice.
And now his hands completely fucked.
What do you?
KSI needs surgery in his hand.
Yeah.
Really?
They taught him how to punch wrong.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so bad.
But anyway, they got Waleed Sharks versus Fox G on the card.
Oh,
That's
nice.
probably the best fight on
Yeah.
it. They got did anyone see Survivor? They got a Survivor tag fight on it.
Oh, do they?
Well,
Yeah. So you don't know what. I think it's 4 3-minute rounds. There's 4 people fighting technically,
Yeah.
but there's 2 on the outside, and you can tag out anytime you want.
tagging, yeah,
So that's what
I've
we
heard
should do.
about those ones.
That's tag team boxing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should do tag team boxing. If
But-
you want to look
but-
down that camera.
But there's Survivor tag is everyone's against everyone.
Yeah, so you fight him too.
Shit.
But any other podcast,
that camera.
Wait, so
wait,
you just tag
Ronnie,
anyone
camera
in?
one.
camera one.
Camera one.
They're making a call out now.
We're doing a
Gonna
call
call
out
out.
right now.
Right, anyone who wants it in this cruiserweight division, me and Tom will spark you out.
Look at me.
Look at Tom.
Massive,
Look at
man.
Tom.
I'm huge. Camera's not changing.
Cut,
Fuck's
cut the
sake.
camera.
Change
Yeah.
the camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
Camera
You
three.
see them
Camera
gloves?
three.
Camera
Camera
Look
three
at
was
them
the
guns,
one. There
bro.
we go.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Fucking, I'm 98 kilos.
He
right
is
now.
the Jersey bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Jersey Bird backing. So there's a big backing
Is that your
behind it.
nickname then? Tom the Jersey Bird?
The shorts you could get.
Mate, I could get custom Jersey Bird shorts.
But we're here.
no.
We're here. Any tag team in the
Lads.
cruiserweight division that has no experience, we're calling you out. That's for Tom.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I've got to cut down to what weight?
Cruiserweight. Just do cruiserweight for your first one.
What's that? Is that 92?
Under 90. Anything
Under 90. Oh my god, I got lose a lot
You
of
got
weight.
time.
I got time.
Kilos is easy.
Anyway, we want to fight in London probably.
Yeah,
That'd be easy.
Yeah,
definitely
ideally.
London. Yeah,
We could sell tickets to the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
We could.
We got
can
a
get-
charity match. We're going to show our pulling power with that.
Yeah, we got a charity match coming up 13th of July.
Is there anyone you guys would want to fight?
I can't think of anyone.
Can't think of it.
There's no tag teams.
Is there anyone you think you could knock
We're
out?
here to make this tag.
That's what I want to know.
We're here to establish.
Ginty, I could fucking spark you.
Bro, you can't call out Ginty. That's calling out like your.
Right,
like,
he's a Misfits fighter.
Yeah,
He is, but like
I would spark him.
yeah. 'Cause
I know you.
huge.
Like I think you probably would spark him.
He's a
though.
heavyweight now. He's
Is he
fat.
heavyweight
He's
now?
fat as fuck now.
Oh well, cut weight. We'll fight you.
Will fight you.
Yeah.
What about
2-on-1.
2v1? You and Tom against Ginty.
Oh,
Aaron down.
let me think. Ginty and Halal Ham will take you on.
Oh wow,
Ooh,
yeah.
hello, Ham. That'd be a good one.
Thing is,
What about Wakey Wines? If he performs well, would you fight
Wakey
Wakey
Wines.
Wines?
He's a heavyweight, bro.
Fighting what, Modine,
He's fighting
bro?
Modine.
Bro,
Oh,
What
that's
a
a
fight.
battle for the ages there. Wakey Wines. Winner should own the store of Wakey Wines, bro. I'll put it on.
yeah, but I'm not selling the podcast.
Bro, imagine if you win Wakey Wines. How sick's that?
Yeah, but
What's
I'd
the
rather
best
just
shop in Wakey?
Hey, what's the best shop in Wakey?
I'd rather just win and have the established that we're just the best duo on.
You just climb up the
Cruiserweight.
ranking.
Yeah.
We're here
man.
to make the tag team division relevant again.
Yeah, big time. We're gonna have
Yeah.
the best
I would
charity,
even
second
say-
best charity match of the year. Can't be Sidemen, obviously.
Yeah, I would even say Misfits has dropped off a bit lately.
Yeah.
we're
like-
gonna bring it back.
We're gonna bring it back.
We wanna
There's
bring it
no
back.
hype really. Like
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
so big for a while.
We'll
but
have
now
we'll
it's
have
just-
this next fight at cruiserweight, and then the weight division below. B Dave and Pineda are champions. We'll take 'em.
Oh.
So we can sort someone out there. Maybe we win a few fights, then we can just slap them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just smack everyone.
Yeah,
Alright.
I've got. We've got the weight, and he's got the. I've got the weight. He's got the height.
Big
Yeah.
Bro, it's a
Mexican man child.
perfect. It's a perfect mix. Like, I can cut.
Who
We
would be
could
the-
8.
We could
kilos.
promote so well on the podcast.
Yeah, well, we could have fighters come on here
Yeah.
who we're gonna end up fighting and almost do like a face to face.
So everyone that's gonna like get knocked out by you guys is
Yeah.
gonna come here.
Or
and, like,
even-
Just gonna have a nice little
or even
chit chat,
better-
and then you're gonna
or
get.
even better, we'd
After?
knock them out and then bring them back on afterwards.
yeah.
How was the fight from your perspective?
Have you woken up, mate?
I don't really remember, to be honest.
That'd be actually so funny.
It'd be
though.
so funny. But yeah, me and Liam are looking to do a Misfits fight at some point,
Yes.
but we don't know who to speak to, so let us know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That'd be crazy.
so yeah.
There's also Fisher fighting Dave Allen. That's normal boxing, though.
No
Yeah.
boxing.
But they fought on the undercard of Usyk versus Fury 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a very controversial fight. Most people thought Dave Allen won. But AO, it's boxing. so
Fisher,
the young-
Never
Fisher's undefeated.
he is
Yeah,
undefeated.
Fisher's
Yeah,
undefeated.
so-
He got
13
dropped in the
or
last fight.
Oh, did he?
But yeah, this pardon.
He still stepped up after that, though.
Yeah, he won split decision.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, the
man.
rematch. It's weird because they're friends.
He's in what weight class?
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Yeah,
Big
he-
fella,
he-
man.
so
He's
big.
definitely
He's so
a.
young.
He
Big.
could be fighting like Usyk and them.
Never that. Never that.
No?
20 when Usyk's 60.
You think the only chance he has is when Usyk.
He's British level. He's no.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was
has he had a
wondering.
British
Like,
title fight yet?
No,
how
not
good is?
yet.
Not
He's
yet.
fighting in big cards, man. Like he's.
This main event is a big main event, but the weird thing is they're doing a face to face and they're chatting about how they were talking in
Okay,
the
wait.
last fight.
Compare him to like a lightweight UFC fighter. What level would you say he is?
He's not ranked.
Let's say Islam is like he's not even ranked.
Yeah, he's not ranked.
He's not ranked.
But is he like
He's just like a
winning 1 out of 5
name.
fights or something like this? Like in the UFC, like in that kind of. If you were fighting against big boys, like the
Is
big
Vidal
boys.
ranked now then?
He's-
Vidal's British champion.
Yeah, he's champ.
Yeah.
He's
Champ.
cruiserweight British champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but like, there's so many belts in
Belts.
America.
Yeah,
that's
the thing. I
The
guess
thing is,
Too
in-
much
in-
going on in
No,
boxing,
this is
man.
quite easy to. Let me explain it. It's quite easy to rank now.
I'm dumb, so
Okay,
imagine
so I'm gonna do it from the British way. How people normally progress. You got your aerial titles, so you can win a Southern area title. Then from that, you can win a British title, which is a
what
level up.
Vidal has.
Oh no, you can win an English title. Sorry.
Sorry.
Then some people either win a British or a Commonwealth. It doesn't really matter. They're both
Where's
like the
Vidal at
same
this
level.
point?
Vidal's British level,
Okay.
but British level in the cruiserweight division is like same as world level practically.
Okay.
Right.
But you can win British, then European, which I think he's going to skip Vidal, and then
He's just gonna go.
he's going to
so
go.
Europeans like
got it.
Champions League.
It's like Europa League.
Oh, Europa.
And then you got your world titles.
That's the Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot simpler to understand.
Yeah.
They kind of
But-
made it into
but there's
Kind of
like,
like
five-
minor leagues,
yeah.
kind of. Right?
But there's like
technically.
5 Champions League belts for heavyweight or something ridiculous.
Well, it's undisputed now.
Oh yeah.
is it
yeah.
all under one now?
Well, because Usyk's fighting Deborah again
Yeah,
for
it's going to
undisputed.
be
Sure.
undisputed.
Well, my problem with that is like then IBF is going to be like, you got to fight this random guy no one cares about, or you're stripping the belt off you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's
I
the only
don't
reason
get it.
Deborah's
Too many
champion.
orgs, too many.
Yeah, I think there's too many orgs. That's why I think that's why I easily got into the UFC.
But that's
'cause,
what
like, everything was in
Turkey's
one
trying to
thing.
make the Ring magazine belt the only belt that matters.
I think that would be useful.
It just makes more sense, man. It's like people will be able to keep up more. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think that's
literally.
like from people from outside perspective who are just following UFC and like. There's a
You can-
belt
you
for
can keep
every
it- you
weight,
keep
weight
track,
class.
And that's
It
it.
doesn't matter what country
think-
you're from. The events are everywhere, regardless.
I think it's important we keep the English belt than the British and all that, because that's like you can see progression. Like because
That's
Vidal,
fine. Yeah.
Vidal won the English belt, then he defended it, then he got to go up to British level, then he's going to defend it, then he's either going to go world or European. There's clear progression of steps. But when it's like I've won the WBC regular world title, who gives a shit?
They also they don't work for any specific organization, do they?
No, it's the British Board of Boxing Control.
Yeah.
Right. So if like you're a foreigner and you can't, can you win the British
I have
title?
no idea.
Sorry.
No idea. Probably not.
So if you're a foreigner, you can't win the British title.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
All right.
But I think like you said, UFC
But
is
didn't it mean
easier to
there's
keep
a
up in that
US
sense.
title as well?
Yeah, there is a US title, but no
Like-
one cares about that one.
Different.
Oh, really? It doesn't
It hasn't got
matter.
I'm
the
assuming
history.
is there like
Fair.
a French title, like a
Yeah.
Italian title and stuff
So
like
the
that?
the title Vidal. This is a history lesson now.
Wait.
Yeah.
The title Vidal has now is called the Lonsdale belt, and that's the reason Lonsdale is now a brand, a company, because they took the belt. It was their
Right.
belt, and then they made a whole company about it. Like Lonsdale used to have prestige. Now you're getting for £20 trackies and
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff like, it's the Lonsdale belt. It's like the most prestigious regional belt you can get because of the pure history.
Yeah.
Like loads of people had it.
Yeah.
I think like Muhammad Ali had it and all that kind of stuff.
But he's not
So-
English.
But he had it somehow. had
Back in the day,
Back
it
in
was
there.
the belt.
Back in day.
Yeah.
All right, should we move on to WWE before we run out of time?
Yeah, let's do that. Backlash.
Whoa, what an event.
Yeah, you want to kick us
Good
through
fun,
it,
man.
Liam? Take us
Right,
through Backlash.
so I think it started Fatal 4-Way, Jacob Fatu, Damian Priest,
Fucking good fight.
Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. It kind of started with the feuds, you know, you had LA and Fatu, then you had Drew. Then they kind of did a little everyone. Then Drew McIntyre decided to go outside, and then he got killed by Damian. His head hit the concrete.
Yeah, I know.
Head hit the fucking thing. He had to go test after
bad, man.
Looked really bad.
And then they asked Triple H, is he okay? He's a little bit out of it. Really?
Goes to hospital later on, has to get everything checked
he
out.
has 6 foot. He's 6'7", right?
Yeah.
He has 6'7" worth of weight.
Land
on his head.
Yeah,
Because he missed
bad,
the table,
bro.
didn't he?
Yeah.
He missed the table. Like his lower back of the table.
Then LA was like kind of dominating, about to do the elbow through a table. Then Solo Sikoa comes out. LA Knight chases him. Jeff Cobb. Do anyone know who he is?
Nope.
New Japan Pro Wrestling
searched him
legend.
up after.
Okay.
I just searched him up after.
Dan and I was like confused. He just was.
He's
And
not.
we were like,
He's
damn.
okay, so he's
Free agent, right?
he's not in this family.
Mhm.
He's kind of he was
He's from
born,
Hawaii, yes.
Yeah, born in Hawaii. He's so good.
No, actually, I saw his mom's. He's half Filipino.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's half Filipino. Like,
Half Hawaiian.
and then he grew up in Guam and shit.
He can ball.
Yeah, he can bowl.
He can bowl.
Bro, I mean, I just saw his like,
Oh, yeah.
what was it called? He did like the jumping.
he's like a
family on the post.
Jacob Fatu
Yeah.
type guy.
Yeah, that's what I
so
mean.
like big but still athletic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a ball of
I
muscle.
mean, I just saw him jump and smash into LA Knight on the ring post. I just, this
Yeah.
guy's gonna be
Yeah.
fun to watch. Actually,
But the problem is, aren't they just going to do the same thing they did with Jacob? Like,
that's what I'm thinking. I think Solo's kind of brought him in, saying like, "Look, I can get another one of you. You're like kind of nothing," and they're gonna fight Solo and Jacob.
I don't know. You know, like when there was Survivor Series and all that.
Yeah.
Is Bronson Reed a part of this bloodline, or was he just brought in?
I think he was just brought in.
But
Because
yeah, he was brought
they
in and
announced
did
him as
Tsunami,
the
like,
bloodline.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's because just any Samoan-looking
Bro,
Donny
I-
will be part of the
Imagine,
bloodline.
imagine that's the third man from the Rollins group. Tsunami, like 10 times.
Oh my
Tsunami's his finisher
Tsunami's
move.
Can you
Wild.
imagine going to work and be like, he's gonna have to jump full force from the top rope 7 times?
Yeah, you have no idea. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah, you
Jake.
come into work knowing you're going to get slammed
He is like-
7 times on the floor.
Like he is like
No, not today,
Big.
mate.
he's
Sick
a,
day, mate.
he's
Yeah.
a thick boy, bro. I'm telling you.
Give me my paycheck now before the fight, not afterwards.
But yeah, Jacob Fatu retains. Then after that, it was the women's intercontinental.
Women's, yeah.
Great match, really good. It was kind of like a passing of the torch moment. Lyra Valkyria. I don't know what her gimmick is. She's a bird.
Yeah, she is. She comes out
Yeah,
the fucking...
she is the bird, right? With the wind.
bird is the word.
It's-
I'll be
yeah,
the
I was
biggest bird.
confused about that.
I think it's like an Irish.
What's her name? Valkyrie. Valkyrie's like
Yeah,
have wings now. Like
Valkyrie
they're
is
like
some sort of Irish.
Valkyrie's
folklore.
but
it like
Valkyries
Hawk-
are
no, what's his name?
Norse. I'm pretty sure Norse mythology.
Yeah.
Is it like
She
Hawk Girl?
bases her title.
Like she's a
off some
Valkyrie,
Irish
Hawk
figure.
Girl from DC.
Hmm?
Hawk Girl from DC.
From DC.
Hot girl.
Hawk.
Hawk.
Oh, Hawk
Oh,
Girl. No, she's not
Hawk.
Valkyrie, but she's inspired by Valkyrie.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. She is like, is like
Yeah.
technically
It was a
Valkyrie.
very-
So who's like Hot Girl?
Hawk.
Yeah, I was
No,
a bit like,
Hawk.
What's that?
Hawk.
Just featured in the recent Peacemaker trailer, by the way. Hawk Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
John Cena, obviously.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So
I've not watched Peacemaker yet.
Yeah, I haven't.
You've not seen the first
I
season?
good.
haven't seen it.
Is it good?
Fuck me, it's good. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait for
Right,
season
back
2.
to wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it's about John Cena.
No,
That's
it
why I
is John
mentioned it.
Cena,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I
It's
mentioned
true.
it.
It was a very good wrestling match, very technical. A lot of like countering the counters. Roll up finish, then Becky just jumps her.
Yeah.
Bomb. As soon as 1, 2, 3.
Great promo from
I remember that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very John Cena like
Yeah,
promo.
very good promo from Becky.
I didn't see the promo.
People
actually.
forget, like she main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's kind of been put on the back foot for a while, and now she's coming back, and I do think she's going to become.
Well, because people kind of just said like, "There's younger people, just move
Yeah.
aside."
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she's like,
She's the,
so important.
one of the best parts of
She's
WWE
one of the
for a
4
long time.
horsewomen.
Yeah.
Who are the
She still
four
has
horsemen for you?
4. What? No, there is a 4 people.
Oh,
It's like
yeah?
it's Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné. If you watch AEW, Bailey and Charlotte.
Fairs, yeah.
They kind of
I
came up.
kind of remember that.
They came up for NXT together. Had the Women's Revolution.
I remember that
Yeah,
roughly.
but everyone likes them all apart from Charlotte. No one likes Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, like no one likes Charlotte now. Do you like Bailey still? And Sasha
Her
Banks
music's
isn't here.
awful. That's all I know.
What's her music like again?
It's like it just says role model.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that all?
It says role model, then some generic Egyptian-based music. I don't know why.
What?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah, odd.
after that was it Dominic? I think
Yeah,
it was Dominic
Dom.
versus
Yeah,
Penta.
Dom, Penta.
I don't know why the match happened.
Yeah,
It happened 2 weeks ago.
It happened the week
Yeah.
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 I think it's just all the feud.
I think just filler, bro.
I swear it was meant to be Logan Paul versus Jey Uso.
Yeah,
on
it's
that
supposed to
card.
be Logan Paul.
Oh,
James.
But now
Yeah.
they're on Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
But I think maybe
no,
like
it was, but then it's because Seth Rollins came out and like they had that whole
There's too
thing.
many people.
Because he was explaining the whole situation where like Logan Paul, Jey Uso was being distracted by Logan Paul.
yeah, shit like
And
that.
then it was like
Then he had
Braun
to
Breaker
fight.
had the whole thing explained to him, you
Well,
know.
a little
So it's like
interesting theory for the third person is Logan Paul.
Never.
I know. I don't think it will.
He can't. He's
Yeah.
not a
Huh?
full timer.
He's not full timer.
Can you imagine some week he's there, some week he's not there? So it would
True.
ruin that faction.
True.
can't
yeah.
happen.
If he could be full time, I think it would be sick.
Yeah.
But
Well, at the same time, Brock Lesnar was barely full time, but a world champion. It was not great.
It's
to
not a
watch.
world no, it's not a world champion. Brock Lesnar was never a part of a faction.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, it's like at the bloodline. Like sometimes.
Oh, you
Roman
were
wasn't
saying
there, no
Logan
one
Paul
gave
to
a-
join the faction. I thought you were saying Logan Paul would win the title.
no, join the fact.
I
Join
don't
the
think
faction.
he'll win.
No.
It's just
But,
an interesting.
uh,
theory.
Yeah, it wouldn't make.
It would be interesting, but I think
I mean,
Logan
if he
Paul
was
is-
if he was a full timer, it would make sense
but
Yeah.
he's just that
because he's
solo
a
guy,
new
man.
up and comer.
Yeah.
He fits the mold of what that faction is trying to build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's just not there enough to work.
yeah.
Because also he's got the feud with Jey, so
Yeah.
he's fucking entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
having
good to
having
watch, man.
him with Braun and Seth, like that trio would be like so
Insane,
entertaining.
man.
But I also love that cutscene they had
Cutscene.
where not cutscene, a scene.
Cutscene.
The scene where Paul Heyman was explaining the vision that Seth had.
Yeah.
You know, and it just made Braun look like he's just muscle, but he's fucking
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah.
Like, he's really
He's not-
stupid.
He has
He looked
no
like he had
brain.
rabies, bro.
It's just that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like
No
he just starts
brains.
like barking
No-
and like
Yeah.
turns into like some
No.
bulldog. Sometimes after he spears someone, he just like has like his whole moment.
He just feels like he's gonna explode after he sees
Yeah,
it.
man.
To be
but yeah.
fair, Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman are having a fake tan off.
Yeah, bro.
Mate, the fake tan's so bad. The
Yeah.
fake tan's
No,
so
we noticed
bad.
CM Punk's makeup as
Yeah,
well the other day.
CM Punk's
Did
makeup
you notice it?
on Raw.
The hairline, like
was
right under his
really
hairline, you can see the
bad.
makeup, and then the top part's like really like normal skin
The
color.
fact
like,
that he
bro.
wears a tank top as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like you can,
You can see the
really
difference
like
in
the
colour.
foundation or whatever that he has on his face.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was a
But,
bad one.
Backlash. Then after that, it was Pat McAfee versus Gunther in a match that
What?
didn't need to fucking happen.
I know, but
Yeah.
I loved it.
But it was.
was
I
so
love it.
entertaining.
I just love Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I love
man.
Pat
Like,
McAfee. I
that
was-
guy is a character.
Yeah.
I just thought, 30-second squash match. That's kind of was
I know.
needed.
Yeah,
but-
it was
yeah, but
long.
I just liked the Pat stuff. Everything that Pat did in that fight, I enjoyed.
But I don't know what is it. It's not led.
But
to
yeah, it's not.
No.
What's it leading to? I
Well,
didn't see.
Pat went back on commentary and now Gunther's back with Jey Uso.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's
I think it was just to sell tickets. Like
Yeah.
people watched Backlash knowing this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Probably a bit more.
Was it?
100%.
Where was his backlash again?
Uh,
Canada, right?
no one.
No?
Yeah.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Randy Orton's
Randy Orton's hometown. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's not like Pat McAfee's from there either or something
No.
like
I
that.
think so.
Unless he is, I don't know.
he just probably went to Triple H and went, I fancy a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why?
Because why not?
Gunther?
Have a bit of fun.
Yeah, but
Because Gunther just.
But
lost
everyone-
that
But the
title,
thing is,
they
But who
need
else would
need
he have
to-
fought? If you could think
It's
of any
just another
storyline.
filler,
But
man.
but I
Really,
think-
it's just
There you go,
another
that's
filler.
from my point of view, you've had the world champion, right? For the longest time, first of all, lose to Jey Uso.
80% of.
And then
the time.
after that, his next fight's against a commentator, and he
Yeah.
doesn't win like in 30 seconds
It makes
against
him-
a
he makes him
commentator.
look-
Makes
But
no sense.
to be fair, he wasn't trying to win it in 30 seconds. He wanted to
Yeah, no.
hurt Pat McAfee, and he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, he
Like,
did, man.
did.
You know what I mean? Like, how on earth did they think? We're gonna let Pat McAfee just put him in a sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but he got
gonna
out of it
happen.
instantly.
Yeah.
It was a decent.
It's a decent bit of time.
It wasn't
Yeah.
10 seconds. It was like 4 or 5 seconds max.
Also, Pat McAfee not tapping out pissed me off.
Yeah.
What, you're telling me Gunther taps out in 2 seconds, but Pat McAfee...
That was the whole point of the storyline. Pat had a go at Gunther for tapping out,
Yeah.
and then Gunther
But it makes
did him in the
Gunther look
thing.
dominant if he taps him out.
no, because he just made him.
He's proved his
He choked
point.
him out.
He's
Yeah.
proved his
He
point.
still
Like,
choked
I
him
will
out.
make you quit.
Yeah, he didn't make him quit.
Yeah, he made him quit. Like he.
No, because
He didn't, exactly. If
Pat,
he-
no, he didn't make him quit. 'cause
He
Pat
should've.
didn't tap.
Why are we protecting a commentator? He's a commentator.
Yeah.
Because Pat McAfee's more than a commentator, in my opinion.
I think to be fair, like
There's so much
He's
to
a part
him.
of the brand now.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Like him
Like,
having
also-
him there is part of the brand.
Also, he showed he could do it
Yeah.
if he wanted to do WWE. But I don't think he will. I think he'd stick with the mic. But he showed he can.
Yeah, he just might be that once in a while.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
but
there's
also
always those feuds that
Yeah.
go on outside the ring regardless.
Yeah.
I thought this was leading to like either Goldberg comes out or Gunther has a match with Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting as well. Actually,
Like, I thought, oh, okay, he's going to attack Michael Cole and Wade's going to come in and protect him. You know, he's actually a wrestler.
yeah,
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
true.
It's like-
Wade was a
it's
wrestler before.
Pointless.
That's I do see your point.
I
It's
understand your
pointless.
point, but I kind of watch WWE just for the entertainment.
Yeah,
I
To be
don't
fair-
view it now. You can't view it too much as reality. Let's be
No,
honest.
but I watch it as a story-based thing.
Yeah,
it was a
storyline,
fun
right?
story. I sometimes watch a fun episode in a
You know
TV
what
show that's shit,
guess
but I
it's-
enjoyed
it's
watching
like,
it.
It's like one of those like scenes in a TV show. It's like,
Yeah.
what's fun of that scene?
But I still
Where like
enjoy
they're just like
watching it.
you know like no
Yeah.
relevance to the actual story. It's like a side story
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But you still enjoy watching it.
Yeah,
anyway.
100%.
it's like a side quest basically. A little side quest.
It's a little
with
side
Gunther.
quest.
But I do rate Gunther on the mic so much.
Yeah,
I
great
really
on the
like.
mic.
keep
him on the
bringing
mic.
it up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So good.
It's
every
actually-
time I listen to him, he's
It's because I think-
it's his first language too.
Yeah,
Like
it's not his. I don't think English is first
you can
language.
still
No,
hear the
it's-
but
accent
some
in
of
the
the
background, but
Austrian,
it's just so
German.
Yeah.
fucking good.
But some of the words he uses, I just don't expect it, and it's like, oh, that's the perfect word to use in that scenario. Like, it's
Well, he said only the
incredible.
grace of God could get
Yeah,
my
that
yeah,
eyes.
that was oh, bro.
Bro, I remember hearing, I was like,
good.
oh my god, this guy is gonna make me coom, bro. Jeez.
The juices.
Yeah, bro. Only the grace of God will.
Yeah, that was
Oh my god.
very well done by him.
Right,
Incredible.
John Cena wins low.
Lol. We all thought
I
it was
mean,
gonna, it was gonna
yeah,
happen.
we all knew
that
John was gonna
fight
win
was
that one.
fucking
Wild.
long.
It was good,
up and
though.
down.
I like
Bro,
it.
Refs got
One thing-
involved.
Their bodies the
management.
next day with that their ages
know.
Yeah.
must have been in
Sore, bro.
agony.
100%.
One change
Absolute
I would have
agony.
made just from the start making a no DQ match.
Yeah. From the start, make it a no DQ match. I see that.
Yeah.
Call it like a St. Louis street fight. Or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
Like this.
Something like that.
St. Louis street fight.
You can still have the ref bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cena kicking out 6 RKOs.
Bro.
Yeah, that was another one.
That's
Another
so
one. Another one. Another one.
And then just Randy Orton.
Crazy.
How many
So
RKOs
that
did
is-
Randy Orton
that
dish
is
out that
also
night?
classic
The wooden
Orton,
table
though.
that Randy Orton got put through looked fucking painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't
one.
like the typical tables which snap easily. That was a solid table.
Did you see that John got hit by the table, fell off the table just 3 seconds after broke?
Yeah. So,
Because that's why they brought out the second table. Because
they wanted to make it like a more nice like clash moment, you know?
Yeah.
Just wanted to like, smash through.
And R-Truth as well getting involved.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think it actually makes sense on like Travis Scott.
I think, yeah, to some degree, I like the fact that R-Truth is involved, and I think he's involved because John wanted him involved in like
Yeah.
this like last tour kind of like leaving thing.
Yeah, because
R-Truth been there ages
Wow.
as well.
Because
like-
R-Truth's
so
been saying
good.
for like the last 5 years, oh, John Cena's my childhood hero.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like just makes sense with storyline and how R-Truth is not exactly there in his storyline.
I think also R-Truth just wanted to be put through a table by John Cena just for the experience.
Maybe.
But just the fact that
in the
he's-
press conference.
the fact they both have been in that company for so long, I think John wanted him to be a part, some
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of part in this.
Yeah,
like,
That's what I'm saying, but I think
Endgame.
R-Truth probably went to John Cena saying, I want you to put me through a table.
Yeah,
Just
just
'cause
get,
I wanna
get
have
me
that
involved in your,
experience.
get me involved in this like farewell thing.
would you not go to John Cena?
Yeah.
Could he put me through a table? I just
Yeah.
want to experience being put through a table by John Cena.
And it's also
That's
like
pretty
it's
fucking
because
cool.
it's like, bro, it's his farewell tour. Like
Yeah.
to be part of it would be sick.
Uh-huh.
Anyone should be
definitely.
part of it.
I do think like
Like
John Cena as a person, he's kind of struggling being a heel. Like as a human, because like, he was so emotional walking out.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he wanted to cry.
yeah, I
He
did see
loves
that.
it, man. Like,
Yeah,
this
I
guy's
think
been
as a
doing W for years.
As a character, he's great, right?
Yeah.
But he's going all to these cities, and as a person, he knows it's the last time he's going here, going there, and he has,
And he's
to,
just be like
he has to be like, "You're a
rude.
wow."
Yeah, it's just slag everyone.
He's
off.
getting emotional now.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine that.
But it's looking like R-Truth and John Cena Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
Mm. Should we go on to predictions?
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's get on to our prediction
We'll
show we call Split Decision.
Split decision. Woo!
Tom, you have them up?
I've got them up.
Okay, we'll let Tom
go.
read them out.
Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker.
When is that happening?
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Next Monday. Jey Uso,
Yeah.
Braun Breaker.
Honestly, For the story,
no-
I'm gonna
no
say
title,
Braun
right?
Breaker.
Not title, not
Not
title.
okay. Not
I'm
title.
gonna say Braun Breaker for the
It's just-
story
yeah.
to just bring a little bit of feud in between.
If it's because it's non-title, I think Braun.
I think
If it was title, I'd say Jay.
Braun.
No, I think
because-
it's gonna be Braun just because it's gonna be like he still has that mindset of like there's not much there. He's gonna get like this animal instincts. Like, look, I just beat the champ.
I think
Yeah.
Braun wins.
What if he wants
I
to
think
like
Braun
stir
wins.
up some tea, you know?
and somebody's gonna come to help in the process of this, and that's the third man for
Yeah.
the faction. Third man faction next Monday.
I'm not gonna predict a person. I'm gonna predict an outcome. It's gonna be a DQ.
Well,
So he's going for the double points here.
DQ.
Yeah,
Going for
so
the double points.
DQ, so Braun wins or DQ?
I don't know who. I just know DQ.
Okay.
Okay,
so
is that a
you, but
double
you
point?
have to.
Yeah,
pick
you have
someone.
to pick.
It will
Otherwise,
be a disqualification. I just.
okay, that's a 1 point then. That's
It's
a
only 1
1 point.
point.
That's only
Yeah,
1
I'm
point.
not going
then.
for double point.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool, cool.
He's just going for a DQ.
All right. Next up, we've
Yeah, I was going
got
for
Johnny
Braun.
Fisher versus Dave Allen too.
Ooh, I have no idea on this one, so I'm gonna pick first. I have no idea. I don't want to
Yeah.
be based off
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
people. Just based off he's not lost, I'm gonna go Johnny Fisher.
yeah, I think it'd be.
But you said it was a
I'd
close
like
fight,
to
so I'm
see
gonna say
Fisher,
just Johnny
man. I'd
Fisher
like to
win.
see He's had some great wins in the past. There's just a hype around him, you know.
Fisher is for Jake.
Bosh.
And yeah.
I'm gonna go Fisher as well.
Liam's gonna go the other.
Now we
I
got-
can see it in
Yeah,
his eyes.
Oh no, you know.
because he said as well the last fight they had that it was
I know.
controversial or something.
It's just like
I don't know either of them, so
I don't know how because Johnny Fisher gassed out last time and all he's been posting is eating Chinese. So like I'm not sure how that's gonna help.
That's
with
just
gas
wanted me to change my mind.
you know what? Believe in the Chinese food is gonna take him over the line, bro.
It's the carbs, bro. Extra
How
carbs.
are the spring
gonna
rolls?
hit that much harder.
Yeah.
Spring rolls.
But
Or are you
it-
gonna spring that
you know
guy's
what?
roll, bro? I'm telling you.
it's a matchroom event. I'm gonna go for Johnny Fisher via bullshit.
Yeah,
Pure
bullshit.
bullshit.
Pure
We like
bullshit,
that.
Like that. Gilbert Burns versus Michael Morales.
Oof.
I think I'm gonna go Michael Morales.
Yeah,
knockout.
same. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go
Morales
knockout as
knockout.
well.
We spoke about this
Yeah.
morning, right?
Oh, you're
Right.
going for the double points?
Yeah,
Michael
both.
Morales
I
knockout.
think he's gonna get knocked out, man.
Okay.
What are you
It
saying?
might not be a clean one. It might be a stoppage
I'm just
by the
going
ref,
Morales.
but
As long
it's
as
definitely
TKO,
TKO,
same
KO.
thing.
Yeah, Morales TKO.
Yeah,
Huh?
TKO, KO,
TKO,
same
Morales.
thing. Knockout as well.
Well, I'm gonna have to go KO now as well.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna
You're
stick with.
based-
I'm gonna stick with not that because then you guys get negative points. So
if it doesn't happen.
yeah, 0 points. All right. At least I'll still get a point, but you get
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
points. It's a risk. I'm taking
a
the
risk, it's a
Taking the
risk.
risk. Darren Till versus Darren Stewart.
Darren Till knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm taking
Darren
probably-
Darren Till.
I mean, he did really well in that last.
Yeah,
Darren still
Darren
gonna smoke
Till's
him,
good.
bro.
You going at KO?
Yeah, I think he knocked out the last time he fought.
Anthony
in
Taylor,
Misfits,
yeah.
no? Yeah, and Anthony Taylor, yeah.
Yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
Taylor's
I think
like
I'm
been
going-
quite.
I'm
good.
I
gonna
think
go
we all
KO
have to
as
go
well.
KO again, honestly.
I would just like to ask: did you guys know Tommy Fury had a fight?
Yes, I
No.
did.
It was awful.
It's
Really?
terrible.
When?
Yeah.
He low shotted him so
Wait,
badly. Bro, like uppercutted his balls.
No way.
Bro, honestly,
How do you even?
let's stand up. Let's stand up.
There's no way. Like,
We're gonna have a live reenactment here, guys.
So the guy was moving in.
This is perfect camera angle, by the. No, bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah.
Look,
Like, bro, how do you like?
I don't even know. I don't know how he done it.
From that to like under.
It's like under.
Scooping that shit.
Maybe you wanted a Copperfield.
Him with an under.
Tommy wants a Copperfield. After
Anyway,
Molly May's gone now,
yeah.
so
No, apparently they're back together.
they're back together.
Oh, if
mate.
you
Not
dine
with
at
that
Miller and
nonsense,
Carter, you're happy.
Yeah. All right. Now for the final one: AJ Styles and Penta versus the Judgment Day. Finn and JD.
Finn and JD are fighting.
Dude, I'm such a Penta fan, honestly.
I'm
such
so
a
such a
Penta fan.
Penta fan
Yeah.
as well.
I'm such a
I'm a
Penta fan.
big
I'm just
fan
gonna
of
have to
Penta.
go Penta.
Yeah.
I think I think the
Pentagon. That's it.
faces are
check.
gonna win. I think the face. Judgment. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go Judgment Day, bro. Let's mix it up.
Day.
I'm just thinking, does El Grande Americano get involved?
Potentially. I'm just
I'm
gonna go
going, I'm,
Judgment Day.
Lee,
going,
man.
I'm going Penta and AJ.
Yeah, I'll go Judgment Day.
Yeah, I'll go Judgment Day. I just wanna.
I like
I'm taking the risk on like I don't
We
know.
have a good little mix up.
Yeah.
It's because I can just imagine.
Because the last two,
Grande,
the last two
Americano gets
everybody did
involved.
exactly the
Well,
same thing.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
what,
really.
Referee
Yeah, 'cause
goes
it was
down.
Morales KO and Till KO.
I'm thinking referee goes down. El Grande headbutts someone. Probably Penta
But it
takes
didn't
the pin.
happen already.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's always
Kinda.
it's always
Seen
gonna
Ethan's
happen.
picture in the group chat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Once you hear the balls. That's going on. Check out our Friday uploads. We do photos from the shoot day.
Yeah.
That's going to be in there for sure.
But
Proper
what
feel.
were we saying? Yeah, I got distracted now. Distracted by the fucking ball shot. I forgot where we were
I
at.
think that's
Talking about
everything.
Penta and
Grande
Americano
Americano.
coming
Yeah,
out.
didn't I not do the same thing already?
Yeah, they've done it like
Yeah,
three
but
times
he's always
already.
gonna fucking
Yeah.
do it, mate. That's the
Yeah.
whole point.
That's true. That's
Just
true.
this little antagonist, little rat coming out from the bottom of the
People
cage
are getting really
do
offended about the
something, you know?
gimmick.
I know.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like, when are they gonna reveal that it's actually Chad Gable? We all know it is, but
But
like,
I think
or do they never just do
they're
it?
gonna
Never
find
do
a
it.
body double just to be like,
Yeah, it's not him.
twats.
Yeah.
Imagine, and they have like fake tattoo. They just copied his tattoo and like, airbrushed it onto his.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, that'd be insane.
Yeah,
Well,
they
because-
just, he takes his mask off as a random guy and just wipes off the tattoo.
Yeah.
The tattoo.
Well, because no, but I think there's like there is a body double they use
Yeah.
For sure.
because he ain't wrestling 2 nights every day. But like that, you know, when he first got revealed and there was the Donny walking with the mask and everything behind him. So they've already kind of tried to do that
Yeah.
with few people, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh.
People got offended because they said he's from the Gulf
Is it?
of
Is it
America.
as? What about
Gulf
the
of
whole?
America.
He's,
Oh,
fr-
it's
he's,
so bad.
he's from some water, lovely.
Is it as bad as the body double kind of thing they tried to do with Elias and?
Was that a body? I think that was.
That was no, as in it was actually Elias, but they tried to make it seem like it's someone else. It was Elias and his brother or something. What was his name?
Elijah came back to NXT.
Elijah and Elias.
No, Elijah, like his TNA.
Oh,
he
this
came back
is
to
one?
NXT like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is losing his shit.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's
I think that's everything.
is that all we have time for today.
Yeah.
It is. It's
think
been
so,
like-
man.
Well, guys,
I feel like
thank you for listening today. What did you
I
say?
can feel a nosebleed coming, but it's fine. Let's finish off quickly.
Come on, let it out. It's good for content.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Let it out. Okay. Well, as Tom has his
this morning.
nosebleed, thank you guys for listening. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. And we'll be back next week. We're trying to be more consistent. So next week we will be back,
Yeah.
and we will be talking about the predictions we made.
I'm fighting someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note.
Have that lined
on
up.
that note. Cheers, guys. See you.
See ya.
Pleasure.
Nice.